Welcome back. It's 6:51. Time for your morning news now. New this morning, part of Barron's Gentlemen's Club is damaged after an early morning fire. News 8 crews on scene reported seeing fire crews from Port McCoy and Sparta. Fire crews were also seen fighting the fire from the roof of the building and using a saw to cut into part of it. So far, fire officials have not determined a cause nor if there were any injuries. Names of the people involved in a fatal semi versus SUV crash near Osseo have been released. According to the Wisconsin DOT, a semi-truck was parked on the right shoulder of I-94 with a flat tire when the SUV driver rear-ended the trailer. 39-year-old Shemislav Kanya, who died in the crash, was driving the SUV. The driver of the semi, 31-year-old Chamby Williams, suffered non-life-threatening injuries. The crash is still under investigation. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is calling a deadly airstrike on a tent camp in Rafah over the weekend a, quote, tragic mistake. At least 45 people were killed and hundreds more wounded in a camp for displaced Palestinians. The strike happened just hours after Hamas claimed they fired a barrage of rockets towards central Israel for the first time in months, and also comes just days after the International Court of Justice ordered Israel to halt its offensive in Rafah. Happening today, closing arguments are set to begin this morning in former President Trump's hush money trial. He's facing 34 felony counts of falsifying business records after prosecutors say he engaged in election fraud by classifying reimbursements for payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump has pleaded not guilty and denies all charges. Also happening today, if you take Wisconsin State Route 82 to get to work or school, you'll need to plan a different route next week, this week that is. Starting today, Wisconsin State Route 82 between State Route 35 in DeSoto and State Route 27 will be closed for extensive road work. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation estimates the road will be closed until September 13th. The work will be finished by October 31st. WisDOT recommends you take Wisconsin State Route 56 and U.S. Route 14 as a way to get around the construction. Flags flew half-staff yesterday as the nation honored our fallen heroes for Memorial Day. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz says the day is a day to, quote, remember our fallen, pay homage to their sacrifice and courage, and recognize the selflessness of military service. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers says the United States service members exemplify great courage, selflessness, dedication, and determination. Congressman Derek Van Orden joined American Legion members and veterans at a Memorial Day service in West Salem. He joined residents in Village Park to deliver a keynote address at the Legion's annual service. A solemn day for the congressman, a retired Navy SEAL who has spoken before about losing friends in combat. He says a service like this is a powerful reminder for unity in America.
1.5 million reasons that Americans should celebrate today. And that's just over 1.5 million Americans sacrificed their lives defending our freedoms. This is why I love living here. We take the time to stop and to read the names of our fallen so that they're not forgotten.
Van Orden currently sits on the Veterans Affairs Committee and says the group has helped increase federal war memorial funding by $80 million. Winona's Fleet Farm joined Memorial Day ceremonies with the playing of taps in the parking lot. The ceremony was part of the Taps Across America movement that takes place at 3 p.m. every Memorial Day during the National Moment of Remembrance. Citizens observe a minute of silence to honor those who died in military service before taps is played.
Met nicer people, more organized people, more genuine people than the guys that served. And just to honor them, that's what it's about for me.
All 49 Fleet Farm stores in the Midwest participated in the event. Veterans from all over were invited to walk in Sparta's annual Memorial Day parade. High school and middle school marching bands and community organizations filled the streets to honor service members and those who lost their lives fighting for our freedom.
Was saying, he said, people first, winning matters. And the people of Wisconsin get it. Really, really nice, people first. Really, really hardworking, winning matters. And when you put those two things together, this state understands military service.
The celebration continued with wreath laying at the VFW, a raffle, and a chicken coop.
More showers and thunderstorms, probably more numerous as we go towards noon, and then the afternoon time frame for La Crosse. Unseasonably cool conditions, only 65 if we look at those temperatures. The same story for Eau Claire, barely getting the 60s. The positive news, we are going to see dry conditions return for Wednesday and Thursday, with temperatures getting back into the low to mid 70s.
Thanks for starting your Tuesday morning with us on News 8 Now this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your day.